Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016. There's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he gets it up past the 35. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 37 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Purdy. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Back to throw, Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle from 4 yards out. And the Niners are an extra point away from drawing level. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 right at the 30. First carry here for Ken Walker. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. These two teams all tied after one. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Geno. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Smith now to throw. He completes this to Walker. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Flushed out right. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And, partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And his throw is incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Purdy on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Purdy will look to throw again here. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Purdy from the gun. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Now Moody for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Noah Fant, 75 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Purdy now to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second and 5. Here's Purdy. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Rolling to his right. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Here we go, set.
Ayuk goes in motion. Purdy looking to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Ready?
Throwing here, Purdy. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts him in a pretty good spot for second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Geno down to throw. And Walker has it. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. From the gun, it's Walker. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 23, here's the 2nd and 9. Smith. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. 2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
There we go.
Throwing is Smith. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Go.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. The extra point try now for Moody. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Smith's going to throw it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it, and they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it